Okay, we're going to look at one of my own games now for a change. This is one of my only wins against an international master in a FIDE rated tournament, FIDE time controls, so not just a 5-minute game on the internet. Before looking at the game, which I was white against Colin Crouch, I am Colin Crouch, I'm just going to quickly show you a picture from the event, because I had very good memories, fond memories of the event. So here you see we're all playing in this enclosure in the library. Here you've got I am Basman, that's me there with a coffee. This is a very strong player who I managed to beat in one of the events. This is Andrew Webster's dad being an arbiter there. This is another arbiter. Anyway, so this is sort of library atmosphere. So we're playing tournament in the library at Sutton. Very enjoyable event indeed. So anyway, one year I was playing against Crouch, so we're going to go to the game now. So I was white. I played D4, and Colin Crouch played knight F6. And after C4, he went into what's known as this kind of Czech Benoni. So he's blocking up the position already. And it can give black an easy way of playing later, because it's difficult for white to kind of organise a breakthrough. But something I had seen in the magazine Chess Monthly was an interesting plan to try and rid black of this light squared bishop, to try and gain access later to some key light squares like F5. So I played H4 with the idea of bishop H3. I think it was recommended by Ward and demonstrated by Chris Ward's games. So I went for this bishop exchange, and you see also I'm kind of protecting the light squares, but he does gambit to generate Can's play now. He sort of makes it into kind of Benko gambit with this B5. So anyway, I accept his gambit and play B6, which is something I'll do against the Benko gambit, sort of counter gambit. So here I'm hoping that I can clamp down on B5 as well. But also I play kind of going for the attack here with G4 with the idea of knight G3 and knight F5. So it's kind of positionally motivated as well. And I thought it was quite pleasant. My queen was coming here. So queen A6, and he's already got a lot of pressure though on this diagonal, and this is kind of unpleasant. Unfortunately here, I kind of forget that I play F4, just not worried by his pressure, and after bishop takes F4, rook A D8, I play a casual move here, actually losing a pawn, which was my first blunder in the game. So I managed to lose a pawn because of knight takes A4. So if knight takes, then queen takes E2. Oh dear. But on the other hand, I still have kind of an attacking position here. I did open up the semi-open F file. So what I try and do is just bring more resources to my attack. I play rook D2 first. And now knight C1, a bit grovelly, but the rook can now make its way to the G file. So yeah, his pieces are on the queen side, and potentially he's got a win end game here. But anyway, I pursue this idea of going for the attack. Yes, he has now exchanged off my dark squared bishop. He's exchanged it off to get a lovely outpost on E5. Okay, but some of the games of tell, he lets the opponent have a lovely outpost on E5 as well. White's still got some attacking pressure here. And what I do is I double the rooks now on this G line. Well, actually, I treble the rooks almost. Well, the rooks and the queen work together, especially after the knight comes to F5. I'm going to have a kind of Alekine's gun, except in an Alekine's gun, the queen should actually be behind the two rooks. But anyway, that's just a technicality. So I carry on with the attack. So I've got lots of pressure here, and I'm only a pawn down for this, and I am threatening H5. So maybe he was worried here a little bit. After knight E7, I play queen G5. So that kind of forces the issue with that knight a little bit, and I think it is unpleasant to try and defend this. And I think after rook G4. He plays queen b3, and now I play f6, and this all of a sudden might be a very good position for white. In fact, my analytical assistant reckons actually white is crushing black after this move. So maybe it's here that I've already achieved a winning position against the IM, just with this seemingly primitive, trebling of the heavy artillery on the G file. What he did play was G6, and I continued with H5, just that pressure on the G file is too much. He plays Rook G8, and I play Queen H6, which is a good move still. Then Colin, he plays Rook takes F6, and I play HG6, and this is just all over now. It's a forced mate in 6, believe it or not. So my primitive attack has really worked out well. Colin played Rook G7, and it just allows Rook E4, because his back row's weak, as well as this G7 threat. So he plays Rook F8, and I play Rook E7, which is another nice tactic, because if Rook E7, Queen F8, and he plays Rook G8, and now I finish off with a nice move. Can you see it? I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I play Queen takes H7. So, and if Rook takes H7, it will be Rook takes H7 mate, which is quite pretty. So this is one of my only 2 wins against IMs. The other win, by the way, was against Kopek, which I might do a video of later. But it wasn't sort of as attacking as this. I was quite lucky in that game. So this game obviously had a bit of luck, because I blundered the pawn earlier. But I was pleased, with the attack, which I managed to sort of, create here after losing that pawn. So F4 might not have been too bad, even though positionally suspect, giving black that E5. But this G-file attack, was just simple and effective. So if you're ever playing against IM, think that you can go for the attack like this, and it might actually work out in your favour. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that.